Alright, so I set up a new plate a little while ago with dust, and so I wanted to show this with the camera just because what I've been looking at for the last excuse me, I've been very sick for the past week. My mother and I have been very, very sick. We are starting to get better, but just excuse the sick people noises, please. And I'm also having trouble recording audio with my screen recorder. I've just all of a sudden started having audio issues, which I've never had before. So I'm just going to record some audio on my camera, and I actually have it, like my screen recorder's recording now. And if you see right here, this little yellow bar is moving because the microphone, it is picking up my voice. So it is moving. I mean, it is registering my voice, but the audio files are, I don't know, I'm technical difficulties, I suppose. Interference, whatever. So I'm just going to record a little bit of audio with the camera, because I'm having trouble with the other stuff. Anyway, so what I've been seeing for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The last thing I posted, I think, was about seeing messages in the dust, which I know people probably thought was very strange, and it is very strange. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it's about. I don't know how to explain it. And it's not like full sentences, you know, it's not like full messages, but there are things just showing up that's very strange. And I can't explain it. So one of the things that has been showing up pretty regularly, a lot, just a lot, over the last couple of weeks is this. Okay, you'll see this. Okay, you see that. I see it all the time now, and I don't know why. I don't just see the word, I actually see pigs a lot. Mostly just parts of pigs. That sounds crazy, but I'm going to show some of that in this video. I don't know how much I'm going to show, because for the most part, it's not like full pigs. It's like, you'll see. But, there's one right here. Okay, so, this is a pig with a heart. So, the heart is new. I've never seen a pig with a heart until now. I don't know why there's a pig with a heart. And I'm sure some people are like, where's the pig? I don't see the pig. What are you talking about? Okay, well, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. And you'll see, I'll show more examples of that. And I assume this would probably be one of the legs. You'll see more. I'll show more. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why there are pigs. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a pig with a heart. I don't know. I don't know. I don't sit around thinking about pigs. I don't have pigs. I don't collect pigs. I don't really know a lot about pigs. I know George Orwell's Animal Farm. I know Charlotte's Web. My turtle, Woo, the big snapping turtle, its name is Woo because of Mr. Woo on Deadwood. Mr. Woo had pigs, and all the people in Deadwood that had bodies that needed disposed of would go and feed them to Woo's pigs. And I named that giant 50-pound turtle Woo because it ate a bunch of dead stuff, because turtles eat dead stuff. And that was, 15 years ago. But other than those things, I don't really know a lot about pigs. I don't think about pigs. I don't know why pigs are in my dust, but they are. Okay. Testing. So I've had some trouble with my audio recording for the last 2 days, and hopefully it's recording. I think it is. I've done a few tests. I think it's working now. I know how I sound. I have been extremely sick for the last week. My mother and I have both been very sick. We both woke up this morning feeling a lot better, so that's good. But I do still sound, sick, and I am still sick, but I'm a lot better. So I thought I'd make a video and show something that I've been seeing a lot of for the last 2 weeks. Now I think the last thing I posted on Facebook was about seeing messages in the dust. I think that was the last one. And I'm sure I left a few people like, whoa, Anne's crazy. Well, okay. Maybe. But I am seeing these things, and they are there. So crazy is, maybe. But they're here, so what can you do? I don't think I'm crazy. I think I'm very, very sane. Considering all the things I've lived through for the last couple of years, I know I am extremely sane to have come through all I've come through. And am, yeah. So what I see a lot of for the last 2 weeks, now I've lost it. There it is. Are pigs. Pigs in the dust. Pigs. I know, right? What? Pigs? Where do you see pigs? Well, I don't mean like... Okay. I mean like pigs, okay? And it's not just... It's a lot. I see it a lot. And it started out by me noticing fibers that had this strange bend, like this bend right here. It looked like a soccer goal, like this. That's what I began noticing, this repetition. See this right here? And it's not always exactly the same. Like this one has a little curve in it. But it, I just started noticing this same thing here. And you see the same thing over and over. You start realizing you've got a pattern. And then, so I would look at this, and then I started seeing more of the pig. Okay? Just go with me. Just go with it, okay? And then I started seeing the word pig. Now obviously this is not beautifully set up, letter. I know it's not perfect, but the P, the I, and the G are there represented, okay? Uh-oh, I knocked my table. I'll never get it back in place. Almost had it. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to get it. So, yeah. So, when you start seeing the silhouette or the outline or, parts of something, and then you're seeing the letters that spell out that thing, it can be a little, like, wow, what is this? Now, I don't sit around thinking about pigs. I don't have a relationship with pigs. I like bacon, but I don't really have any, it's not like I collect pigs, or I don't have any interest in pigs. I really don't even know why pigs matter. The only connection I have to pigs is in 2022 I met someone who lives on a very, very large farm, and on that farm there are pigs and cows. There are a lot of pigs and a lot of cows. Now where he stayed, where I spent my time, we weren't around the pigs. The pigs were on way down on the other end of the farm. You didn't see them. You didn't smell them. You didn't know they were down there. This is a very, very large farm. And I did go and see the pigs a couple of times, 2, 3, 4 times maybe. And that was short-lived because they smelled really bad. But interesting, I got to see the pigs. But that's that's what I'm saying. There's just no real reason that I know of other than having spent time on this farm, and that's really the only connection I have to pigs. And I only saw them a few times, and very short-lived experiences because they stink. Sorry, pigs. I know you don't. You probably don't want to stink, but you do. Anyway, so this is something I've seen a lot of. I don't know why. And when I say that I see messages in the dust, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm seeing full sentences. I don't. I've seen some groups of words that can form sentences, but it's still sort of fractured. And sometimes words are misspelled, like the word part might just be P-R-T instead of P-A-R-T. So everything I see has to be, taken as it's seen, not complete, not, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying. I know you do. So when I started seeing these pigs, though, I started noticing the line, the snout part, the little squared off part, like this. Now this isn't exactly what I want, but that's what I mean, that part of the animal. And I didn't know what it was. I just noticed the repetitive shape, like a soccer goal. And then gradually just began seeing more and more of an animal being represented, and noticing parts, like here. Like when I look at this, I probably shouldn't see an eye, but I see an eye, okay? To me, I see an eye there. I might not have 3 weeks ago, but I do now. Here, I see an ear. Might not have seen an ear 3 weeks ago. I see an ear now, even though it's not connected to anything. Here, I see a snout, okay? So I see lots of parts that aren't connected to anything. And then I do see, more of what I just showed, like the silhouette, the shape of the pig's head. So yeah, this has just been a gradual thing that's become more and more clear. I hate saying so much, but I don't really know how to talk about this because I don't know how to explain it. And I'm sure some people think it's evil or whatever, and I'm not evil. I talk to God every day. I'm not evil. So whatever this is, it's... For some reason I see the word smell here, and that's funny because I talked about the pigs smelling. And I understand some people will not see this. I see SML, and then over here I see an E. And that is kind of what I mean. It's sort of open for interpretation. Some things are spelled out very clear. But then there's some things that are kind of like that. You would say you're reaching, and I would say you're right. Okay, even no matter what, I feel I understand that I'm not convincing, all of the analytical minds out there, and that's okay. I'm just showing you what I see and explaining what led me to seeing these things, having to see the repetition, and right? You see one reoccurring thing, and you start saying, wait a minute, I keep seeing this one thing over and over, and then that one thing kind of gets bigger and becomes a larger thing, and so that's what's happened. And there are other things that I see, but today we're talking about the pigs. The pigs. And I'm already at 11 minutes, so I need to just focus on finding some pig stuff. if I should still be highlighting them or not. I probably should, just for my own screenshots and things. It's like a little pig. See, like the P is open. It's not a nice, perfectly closed P, but that's what I see. So, and see, sometimes it's even completely backwards. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just know that this is a repetitive thing. Forwards, backwards, upside down, doesn't seem to matter. As long as these three letters are somehow represented, which has to be unusual. I mean, I've shown S's, A's, T's, F's, all kinds of different letters. But these three letters being together is just over and over and over. So I don't know. I'm not going to convince people who need to be convinced. The people who can look at this and go, yeah, what the hell is that? You know, I don't want to convince you either. I'm just showing you. But anyone who's going to be like, nope, I'm not convinced. Well, that's that's good. Good. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to work towards convincing you. That's not my goal in life, okay? I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'm showing it because I'm seeing it. And you don't have to see it. And if you don't see it, then, you know, that's cool too. Whatever. I'm just showing what I see. And if it said cat and there were pictures of cat, I'd be showing you cats. If it said zebra and there were pictures of zebras, I'd be showing you zebras. Like if it had, like, you know, some striped animal in just different parts of the body, and a Z, a B, an R, and an A or something, you know, I'd say, oh, you know what, that's a zebra. Well, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing pig snouts and the letters that make the word pig. So, you know, I'm not going to hurt myself trying to convince anyone who thinks they need to be convinced. Either you see this and you recognize that something's strange, or you don't, and that's okay. It's just fine with me. I'll tell you if I see a kitty, I promise. If I see a kitty cat, I'll tell you. Right now, I don't. I don't like plates that have too much, and then you've got those big piles of stuff that you can't really make out what's in it. But when there's not much in it, it's hard to find anything. I don't know which one would be the eye there. There are two lines. Oh, whoop, there we go. Oh. Okay, what is that? So you've got this with this little loop. And then you've got something over here that has the loop. It's got more to it though. And then you've got a little line and a little line and this and this is that. Maybe that's supposed to be the IGP, but it's like matching. Like this could be a P, IG. But these two, and I'm showing it because I went and said, well, there's all these messages and things in the dust, and once I said that, you know, people had to be like, what the hell is she talking about, messages in the dust? Well, this isn't exactly what I'm talking about, but it's kind of what, I mean, there's something is trying to communicate something. What? I'm not exactly sure. It has something to do with pigs, apparently. At least the pig part does. But, that looks like a nose. But I don't understand why it's doing it. I don't know. Did I already look at this one? I think so, yeah. So I'm just showing you what I see. I can't explain why I'm seeing it. And it's not like there's a million of them all piled together. So probably how I'm going to end up showing this is showing a little bit of what I've recorded today while I was actually talking about it. And then add, what is that, XG, add screenshots, or either have to go back through a lot of footage just to pull out footage that shows this stuff. I know people tend to like the screenshots better than the video. I don't know, maybe video uses data, or maybe there's a reason. I don't know. Maybe I make my videos too long and people don't want to watch them. I don't know. But I'll probably do a video and then add another, add another post, microscope about fell, with screenshots showing this stuff. If I understood why I was seeing it, I would explain it, but I don't understand. I'm just showing you what I see, and for some reason, I'm seeing pigs, and a dog. I saw a dog, I think. Like, those look like numbers. It was like 5961, or I don't know. A lot of times I'll see groups of numbers together. There's a 6, or it could be a P or a G, but yeah. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And, you better believe I'm scared to death that when I put it online, that some, whatever force is behind all this stuff, is going to say, no, you can't let other people see it. And just, okay, see, I said the thing about the numbers, and there's, come on, move over. Let me turn it. One, 2. Oh, it did look like a 3 a minute ago. 3, 1, 3, 4. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's really gonna suck if I do this and say, okay, let me show people what this is, or what I'm seeing. And then whatever it is that's wanting me to see this, oh Lord, decides, no, nobody else can see it, and comes and just messes it up. I don't expect that to happen at all. But, you know, who knows? There's a 2. But I didn't expect to find pigs in the dust either, so who knows? Who knows? There's a little pig head. And I've seen better ones. So I've gone through a lot of the plates today, just going back over them, looking for some of the better ones that I've seen, but I think it's because I still feel bad too. I just really don't have the patience and the concentration to just be focusing real hard. Focusing real hard on the screen. I know that's sloppy, but I'm tired. I've looked at too much. Okay, remember a minute ago I showed the 2 little lines that matched, and then it had the sort of zigzag lines that matched. Well, I know they don't actually, match exactly, but so you've got these 2 that are, the same idea. Oh, there's a little dust mite. I saw one a minute ago too. And then, I just set this plate up, so there's no, no, there's one too. This came from a whole different area too, so, a whole different area where I needed something different because I pretty much got all the dust off the shelves that I was doing. So I just went back to the very back corner of the basement and swept dust off of furniture and crap that's just stacked up back there. So there's no telling what's back there. But, so I'm gonna be, wrapping this up. Because my head is hurting and my voice is tired. And I need to rest. It looks like a good little pig to end it on, I guess. I'll update it if I figure out anything about the pigs, or if it starts showing me something besides pigs. Y'all, I know, it's so bizarre, and I don't understand it, and I can only hope that other people see it. I know I showed it to a couple of people who did see. They did. It's not that it wasn't me just imagining this. So, and I don't normally think I'm imagining this. I don't normally think that. But when it's kind of this kind of out there, you're like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? This is beyond. I forgot to show. I meant to show the actual dust. Since I'm showing this, and I want people to see that it is actually just dust. The glass is up off of the plate. It's not down against the dust. I'm going to try to just lift it up. So, I mean, it's there. I haven't done anything to it. It's not CGI. It's not AI. It's nothing I'm doing. If it's any type of thing like that, I assure you it's nothing I'm doing. I don't know if anybody has installed some crazy stuff on my computer that could do something like that. I don't know how, because, I mean, I'm literally watching this happening in real time. You see me moving the microscope. You hear me clicking it, and... Sorry, I know that probably was not good. I mean, I'm not doing anything to this. This is just in the dust, okay? I don't know how to show that any more clearly. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to show people so that they know that, yeah, this is something weird happening. I'm not controlling it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not creating it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just using a microscope, and that's this is what I'm seeing. Okay? My batteries are gonna die, crap. One thing I did want to show though is that the dust, I collected this dust just a little while ago. Excuse me. And damn. And where the dust had been making patterns on the plates, the dust I have collected before would make the weird, crazy patterns on the plates and stuff, like this. See, this just kind of fell like this. There were no patterns being formed. It was, that was different. It's very, just a smooth layer of dust, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Just, there's really no patterns forming. These, all the other plates, these patterns formed, and the dust is heavier on these other plates, but still, I would think there would be, excuse me, I would think there would be something, okay, but there's not, And let me try to get the glass on there real quick. I don't want to mess it up because I really haven't looked at much of it. But there is the interesting where it's really not touching or overlapping. It's not perfectly spaced apart like things I've seen in the past, but this dust is really not, there's not dust overlapping each other, at least not much that I've seen. It all seems to kind of be separated and spaced apart at least a little bit. And I guess, you know, electromagnetic fields or, you know, energy fields, something could cause that. I don't know. But I do think it's interesting that it really hasn't pulled together and formed patterns, and that it all seems to have a little bit of space between it. So I'm just pointing that out and doing it on this camera since my audio isn't guaranteed to be working on the, even though the microphone is on and the light is on. And if it wasn't recording, a box would pop up right here and say, microphone is disabled, the recording has been stopped. I mean, it wouldn't be recording, but something's interfering with my audio recording on my screen recorder right now. So I'm having to do it a different way. Anyway, that's all. Okay.